This is CTC News with Wesley Kotar, broadcasting from Sint-Eustatius, Dutch Caribbean. Sponsored by Hotel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
It's Friday, September 6, 2013 on the Golden Rock. Good evening, I am Wesley Kotar, and these are your headlines for this evening. Statia Governor Burkle on Homeland Defense Live. Parents protest lack of Dutch classes at GVP School. First copy of the Dream Book presented to Public Library, and Town Hall meeting on draft law, electricity and drinking water. Details in local news right after this.
CT Creativity, known to many as CTC, has gone global. CTC TV and CTC Radio can be viewed and heard from any part of the world. Just visit www.ctcreativity.com and go to CTC TV to watch live or CTC Radio to listen live. Get more involved by interacting with your TV and radio hosts with live chat rooms. You can also view the latest trending videos, CTC News, take part in polls, vote for the top songs or videos, and much more. www.ctcreativity.com. www.ctcreativity.com. Share it with the world. Share it with the world. Share it with the world. Share it with the world.
Trans-Anguilla Airlines introduces its current schedule. Statia to St. Kitts, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Leave Statia at 8:40 a.m. Arrive on St. Kitts at 8:50 a.m. Leave Statia at 4:35 p.m. Arrive on St. Kitts at 4:45 p.m. St. Kitts to Statia, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Leave St. Kitts at 9:10 a.m. Arrive on Statia at 9:20 a.m. Leave St. Kitts at 5 p.m. Arrive on Statia at 5:10 p.m. All flights arriving from St. Kitts continue on to Anguilla with connections to St. Martin. Do you have important documents or small items to transport to St. Kitts, Anguilla, or St. Martin? Well, inquire about our Transpac services. For further information on all our services, please stop by at our office at FDR Airport or call us at 318-0269. Trans-Anguilla Airways, serving you with a smile.
This is CTC News with Wesley Kotar, broadcasting from Sint-Eustatius, Dutch Caribbean. Sponsored by Hotel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
Island Governor Gerald Burkle will be the guest on the weekly call-in talk show Homeland Defense Live this Sunday, September 8th. The program, hosted by former Commissioner Glenn Schmidt, airs weekly on CTC Radio 101.9 FM at 2 p.m. The program is also live streamed on internet, www.ctcreativity.com. The general public is encouraged to tune in and participate with their questions and comments for Governor Burkle. Subjects to be discussed will include, among other items, the governability of Sint-Eustatius in light of the many changes in government over the past 2 years, openness and transparency in government and how to promote this, what expectation of privacy there is for the public in dealing with government, law and order and the current role of the governor in this, the constitutional evaluation process, and roaming animals. Parents of students at Gwendolyn Putten School asked the intervention of the media to get the message out that it is unacceptable that their children have not been receiving Dutch classes for the past 3 weeks, with nothing being done about the situation. They also spoke of some of the students taking upon themselves to write a letter to the school board outlining their frustration about not receiving any Dutch lessons. This concerns in particular the students of the HAVA 4 and 5 who have to prepare themselves for exams shortly. The parents said that they had also been at the school last Friday, but the problem has not yet been solved. One parent suggested to write letters to all education departments involved, even to the Department of Bonaire and, if necessary, to the Netherlands, as they are in charge of education. The parents contacted Commissioner of Education Reginald Zandam, who in turn gave them the contact information for the department on Bonaire. This contact directed them to a colleague who was on the island and was meeting with all school boards around the same time the parents were at the school. The parents managed to get a meeting with the president of the school board, who informed them that the teacher was sick. The parents got the impression that the students' interests were not a priority. Parents intend to start a petition drive and hinted at doing more if the situation would not be remedied soon. In a brief ceremony, the island governor, Burkle, presented the first copy of the Dream Book, Mijn Droom voor ons Land, to the public library in the presence of library board member and staff. The general public The general public is hereby informed that each family can collect their copy of the Dream Book, which will be made available free of charge to families throughout the kingdom at the public library as of September 5, 2013. The island governor thanked the library for their assistance and continued service to the public of St. Eustatius. And finally, the community of St. Eustatius is herewith cordially invited to a town hall meeting regarding the draft law BESS, electricity and drinking water. The date is Tuesday, September 10th at the Mike van Putten Youth Center, starting time 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. sharp. Coming up next in regional news, common CARICOM approach to Syria unlikely, says former Antigua and Barbuda Prime Minister. Gabrielle now barely a tropical cyclone. Details on regional and later international news right after a word from our sponsors.
Trans-Anguilla Airlines introduces its current schedule. Statia to St. Kitts, Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, leave Statia at 8:40 a.m., arrive on St. Kitts at 8:50 a.m. Leave Statia at 4:35 p.m., arrive on St. Kitts at 4:45 p.m. St. Kitts to Statia, Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, leave St. Kitts at 9:10 a.m., arrive on Statia at 9:20 a.m. Leave St. Kitts at 5 p.m., arrive on Statia at 5:10 p.m. All flights arriving from St. Kitts continue on to Anguilla with connections to St. Martin's. Do you have important documents or small items to transport to St. Kitts, Anguilla or St. Martin? Well, inquire about our Transpac services. For further information on all our services, please stop by at our office at FDR Airport or call us at 318-0269. Trans-Anguilla Airways, serving you with a smile.
When she steps in the CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Dugging's Shopping Center.
Welcome back to those of you just joining us. We have reached our regional and international segment for this evening. A common Caribbean community approach to the situation in Syria is an unlikely development, according to former Antigua-Barbuda Prime Minister Lester Bird. Leading regional academic professor Brian Meeks has called on CARICOM countries to adopt a common position as it regards the ongoing situation in Syria. Meeks is suggesting that Caribbean countries stick close to the United Nations and the positions taken by the UN on Syria. Bird said, CARICOM member states will have a hard time reaching consensus. You very seldom ever get CARICOM on a matter of this significance to have unanimity on it. So I doubt that you're going to get that. You will have to differing opinions on it and how it should be dealt with. I really do not believe that CARICOM has the capacity to come to a unanimous decision as to how we should move forward, Bird told Win FM. The United States has signaled that it may embark on military action against Syria because of the government's alleged use of chemical weapons that claim the lives of hundreds. Some kind of military action is also under consideration in France. The British Parliament earlier voted against this. Bird said if the chemical use story is true, then Syria should be made to understand that this is unacceptable. The United States and the international community will not abide it, and so it is unfortunate that the British in fact didn't agree, the former Antiguan leader said. There should be action, but no boots on the ground, he responded when asked whether military action should be mounted against Syria. There should be some sort of military response, Burm affirmed. Tropical Depression Gabrielle, now barely a cyclone, was expected to degenerate into a remnant low-pressure area on Thursday night or Friday as the center passes near or over the eastern Dominican Republic. There are no coastal watches or warnings in effect. However, interest in Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, the southeastern Bahamas, and the Turks and Caicos Islands should monitor the progress of the system. According to the National Hurricane Center in Miami, at 5 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, the center of Tropical Depression Gabrielle was located about 30 miles south-southwest of Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic and moving toward the northwest near 9 miles per hour. A gradual turn toward the north-northwest is expected during the next 24 hours or so. Maximum sustained winds are near 30 miles per hour with higher gusts. Gabrielle is expected to produce total rainfall amounts of 2 to 4 inches over Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands, with isolated maximum amounts of up to 8 inches possible in areas of mountainous terrain. These rains could cause dangerous flash floods and mudslides over mountainous terrain. Meanwhile, a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms associated with a surface throat extends from the northern Leeward Islands near Tropical Depression Gabrielle northward over the Atlantic waters for several hundred miles. Any development of the system is expected to be slow due to strong upper-level winds. This system has a low chance, 20%, of becoming a tropical cyclone during the next 48 hours as it moves northwestward at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Some development could also occur in a few days when the system moves northeastward ahead of a cold front over the central Atlantic Ocean. This system has a medium chance of about 30% of becoming a tropical cyclone during the next 5 days. Coming up next in international news, arsenic levels in rice too low for short-term risk. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration said on Friday that after testing 1,300 samples of rice and rice products, it has determined that the amount of detectable arsenic is too low to cause immediate or short-term negative health effects. The next step, the agency said, will be to use new tools that provide greater specificity about different types of arsenic present in foods to analyze the effect of long-term exposure to low levels of arsenic in rice. The FDA's reviews comes after Consumer Reports urged the government in 2012 to limit arsenic in rice after tests of more than 60 popular products from Kellogg's Rice Krispies to Gerber infant cereal show that most contain some level of inorganic arsenic, a known human carcinogen. The Consumer Watchdog Group said some varieties of brown rice, including brands sold by Whole Food markets, include and Walmart stores, contain particularly significant levels of inorganic arsenic. The FDA said on Friday that the samples it tested came from various types of grains, including white, jasmine, and basmati. They also included samples from rice products, including infant cereals, pasta, grain-based bars, cookies, pastries, and drinks such as beer, rice wine, and rice water. The average levels of inorganic arsenic, the most toxic kind, range from 2.6 to 7.2 micrograms per servings of rice grains. Instant rice came in at the low end of the range and brown rice at the high end. In foods, arsenic may be present as inorganic arsenic or organic arsenic, the FDA said. Together, they are referred to as total arsenic. The FDA declined to name specific products among the samples it tested, saying that while the total number of samples was large enough to accurately measure average levels of arsenic, it was not large enough to evaluate specific brands. Some companies source their rice from different locations, which may result in samples from the same brand having different levels of arsenic over time, the agency said. It will, however, conduct a risk assessment to consider how much arsenic is consumed from rice products. In the meantime, the FDA recommends that consumers eat a well-balanced diet to minimize the potential negative effects of consuming too much of any one food. It said wheat, barley, and oats are among the nutritious grains that consumers can eat to vary their diet. And that was it for our news stories for this evening. Coming up next, your 3-day weather forecast for the islands of Statia, Saba, and St. Martin. Details on local weather condition right after this break.
Trans-Anguilla Airlines introduces its current schedule. Statia to St. Kitts, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Leave Statia at 8:40 a.m. Arrive on St. Kitts at 8:50 a.m. Leave Statia at 4:35 p.m. Arrive on St. Kitts at 4:45 p.m. St. Kitts to Statia, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Leave St. Kitts at 9:10 a.m. Arrive on Statia at 9:20 a.m. Leave St. Kitts at 5 p.m. Arrive on Statia at 5:10 p.m. All flights arriving from St. Kitts continue on to Anguilla with connections to St. Martin. Do you have important documents or small items to transport to St. Kitts, Anguilla, or St. Martin? Well, inquire about our Transpac services. For further information on all our services, please stop by at our office at FDR Airport or call us at 318-0269. Trans-Anguilla Airways, serving you with a smile.
When she steps in the CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Dugging's Shopping Center.
And now for your 3-day weather forecast. We'll begin on Statia and Saba. Tonight, Friday, August 16th, thunder showers, temperatures of 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with the winds east-southeast at 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Saturday, August 17th, September 7th, thunder showers, temperatures of 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with the winds east-southeast at 15 miles per hour. Then on Sunday, September 8th, scattered showers, temperatures of 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with the winds east-southeast at 16 miles per hour. We now move over to St. Martin. Tonight, September 6th, thunder showers, temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with the winds southeast at 12 miles per hour. Tomorrow, September 7th, thunder showers, temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with the winds southeast at 11 miles per hour. Then on Sunday, September 8th, scattered showers, temperatures of 89 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with the winds southeast at 12 miles per hour. And that was it for another edition of CTC News. CTC News airs weekly 3 times on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 p.m. Join us again on Monday, where we'll bring you the latest in local, regional, and international news. Until then, do have a good one.